If you hold XRP, you want to stick around until the end of this video. Welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you do become a subscriber. Recently, XRP Drops posted this ad, and it's actually from Ripple, and it is, Ripple is building the infrastructure for the future of the global economy. Now, it's a 13-second long clip. I'm going to play it here in a second. But one thing that I want everyone to realize is, although it might seem like XRP isn't doing much, XRP, should have been at this price or that price, I want everyone to take a quick step back. All right. I want you to look at what this space is still missing. Are we in a market that glorifies utility? Is utility talked about on a daily basis as being one of the most bullish things ever, all over X and all over YouTube and everywhere? No. In fact, the biggest thing that everyone loves about crypto right now is meme coins, things that are going crazy, things that are only pumping. So when something like XRP is not pumping, or you're hearing all this great stuff about utility, nobody cares. Nobody cares. And that's going to be the biggest downfall for a lot of crypto participants. I strongly encourage everyone to join the free Discord. There's going to be a link at the top of the description below. This is one of the most valuable and informative Discords out there, and it's completely free. There's a free side that has a ton of free crypto gems, free market strategies, guides, market trends, free charts, and there's also going to be new cheat sheets dropped in this Discord. And already we have a ton of testimonials from members of the Discord that have been absolutely loving it. So what are you waiting for? Go and click the link at the top of the description below and join the free Discord. But let's talk about this. Laugh now, but one day XRP will power the world. Thanks to Crypto Basic for the nice article. Now, if we take a quick look at this, we have Ripple confirms building future infrastructure for global economy. Check it out.
Crypto and blockchain are redefining our financial systems. And Ripple, in partnership with all of you, are building the infrastructure for the future of the global economy.
So there you guys have it. 13 seconds long, nothing too crazy. Doesn't confirm anything. I mean, it just confirms that, yes, they are building the future infrastructure for the global economy. But that was pretty obvious through all of the connections that Ripple does have and what they have been pushing. But building on top of this, I want to go back in time to just recently. This is like around May 1st or so. This is from Paul Barron. And we have, this is crazy, bank after bank after bank. His reaction when he looks at just a fraction of Ripple's partnerships. Anyone who deals with Ripple and XRP will inevitably ask themselves, is this a sleeping giant that could be waiting for an explosion? Check it out.
Here's the list of all Ripple partnerships. You can, of course, see all these different. Man, this is this is crazy. But these are all. There's SBI Holdings right there. Just bank after bank after bank after bank. I mean, there it is, guys. This is probably just what is in the coffer right now versus the deals that they're probably working today to start to execute this even more. So is this a sleeping giant that could be waiting for an explosion?
And it is, right? But the thing is, everyone's waiting for XRP to explode in the middle of a speculative bull run. All right. Like, yes, XRP will perform this bull run. I think XRP will do very well. I think that it will surprise a lot of people, but it's not going to perform the way a lot of people are anticipating, where they're talking about $100 or, so forth. Like, that happens. Like, when we talk about the giant waking up that is XRP, like, XRP is unleashed right now. But what we're waiting for is for the institutional sales to be out of the picture, for regulatory clarity to also hit this space. Once that happens, all these banks that have been preparing, like, we're talking well over 6 years ago when this list of Ripple partnerships was released. 6 years ago. These banks had 6 years to work with Ripple on crucial infrastructure. Do you think that they were just sitting there on the partnership list doing nothing? They were building. They were preparing. They were planning. Once we see regulatory clarity, that's when all of this goes live. Everyone's anticipating, oh, once regulations hit the space, all right, it's going to be years and years until anything actually happens, just like the dot-com bubble. No, this time around, it's going to be different. Regulations will wipe out a large portion of the space, but those that have been building, preparing, it's already in place. They're already ready. We know this because a Ripple employee said that they already have use cases teed up. They're already prepared. But over here, we also have Ripple's key clients and strategic partnerships all around the globe. Look at this. August 2022, Travelex Bank in Brazil through on-demand liquidity, all focused on cross-border payments. Travelex Bank also is one of the only major banks tied to the Central Bank of Brazil. March of 2022, Tranglo, 25 payment corridors, cross-border payments. April 2023, CBCG, Central Bank of Montenegro, Central Bank digital currency with Ripple, digital currency or national stablecoin, Royal Monetary Authority of Bhutan, CBDC, and then we also have HKMA, Hong Kong Monetary Authority, real estate tokenization pilot with, of course, CBDC. Also up on the top right, we have July 2023, Republic of Palau, PSC, Palau stablecoin, US dollar issued on the XRP ledger. In August of 2023, BIS, Bank for International Settlements, cross-border payments interoperability and extension task force. August 2023 as well, Bank of England completed a proof of concept with Ripple. This is their synchronized movement of two different currencies in two different simulated RTGS using the Interledger protocol. I believe that was actually pretty old, but again, this is with Juniper Research, so maybe it is new. And then we also have Ripple CBDC platform include both retail and wholesale use cases. Like, think about what happened in just like the last couple years. I mean, guys, the connections that Ripple has forged, it's ridiculous. I mean, there's no company in this space. I don't care who you are. You are not lining up with these types of players. You are not tapped in with these types of players. Everyone can make a mockery of Ripple and laugh about XRP and XRP's performance, but what they're failing to realize is what happens after regulations. Like, what do these people actually really think about when it comes to this space? Like, do they just think like, oh, regulations are going to hit the space and then it's going to be like nothing? No, it's these big players. Like, this is why we focus on these big players like Ripple. Now, on top of that, digital asset investor, we don't know what's in the possible hundreds of NDAs. We don't know what's in the 1,700 plus contracts. Do you guys remember this? Hundreds of NDAs, 1,700 contracts. Absolutely insane. And it's all based around XRP. These are XRP contracts. So just imagine how many partnerships Ripple actually has. We know that they've been working with like 500 names. Back in 2017, 2018, I don't even know how many names they had tied to them. 6 years ago, 2018, you can see the list here, but I believe that they had well over 100 plus, maybe even 300 plus at that time. So just imagine how many are really tied to them today. Now, also, on top of this, they're still sitting on the same old rails. Ripple's Jazzy Cooper said, "We have traditional finance systems are inefficient and slow, necessitating disruptive solutions like blockchain technology. Ripple X and its dedication to the XRP ledger aim to revolutionize financial systems by enabling swift, transparent, and decentralized transactions. Jazzy, leading the institutional DeFi products group, focuses on creating products that leverage the XRP ledger's strengths to offer robust alternatives to current financial systems. Ripple X's strategy revolves around three key areas: tokenization, financial protocols, and infrastructure. Tokenization creates digital tokens representing real-world assets, providing new investment avenues. Financial protocols facilitate on-chain trading and lending, and infrastructure development supports seamless system operations. Their innovation includes multi-purpose tokens designed for tokenizing real-world assets, enhancing reliability and utility. Their user-centric design ensures accessibility, aiming for widespread blockchain adoption by meeting user needs and expectations. It also emphasizes financial inclusion, democratizing access to financial services, and fostering economic opportunities in underserved communities. Looking ahead, they plan to further integration of blockchain technology into various sectors, enhancing the liquidity and utility of digital assets. Their EVM sidechain initiative bridges Ethereum's developer community with Ripple's infrastructure, driving innovation and adoption. Ripple X focuses on practical, impactful solutions, aiming to make blockchain technology accessible and beneficial, enhancing efficiency, transparency, and inclusion in finance." Ultimately, what they are talking about here is, listen, antiquated rails of the financial system, We have to replace them. The best way to do this is by ushering in new age technology. The BIS told us this as well. The BIS project aims to redesign global payments infrastructure. This is all through a unified ledger. Project mBridge reaches minimum viable product stage and invites further international participation. Remember, this is private and public collaboration all around instant cross-border payments and settlement. Remember who's working with the BIS? Ripple. One of the few names from the space outside of Quant to be working with the BIS. Now, what's crazier is, let's go back to that first part, right? Ripple confirms building future infrastructure for global economy. Well, you might be saying, well, Nick, this is Project mBridge. It has nothing to do with Ripple. Big shout out to Smoke Dog. Connection between Ripple, mCBDC Bridge platform, blockchain-based SDR. The mCBDC Bridge platform can be maintained by liquidity pools on Ripple's on-demand liquidity platform using ISO 222 as the common standard. mCBDC Bridge leverage CBDCs using SDR for settlement. And here we have, once central bank digital currency systems are implemented in certain countries, then it would be very much possible to integrate them for exchanging payments, messaging through arrangements like mCBDC or interlinking. Ripple, a leader in DLT, cross-border payments, has already adopted ISO 222 standards. Hence, we could possibly see other DLT/blockchain-based networks follow suit. Also over here, mCBDC Bridge on Ripple's on-demand liquidity platform. Also over here, we have the multi-currency common settlement platform will allow countries to pay each other directly without costly intermediary correspondent banks included in the chain. The integrated mCBDC model increases the shared control over governance, with all participants needing to abide by a single rulebook and governance arrangements, which informs the structure of the shared ledger. The mCBDC model will need to introduce a set of common standards to ensure that the nation's CBDC can connect to other external systems. The ISO 222 standard provides the common language for CBDCs. And this is all around the basis for mCBDC interoperability. The mCBDC governance model must share responsibilities between the central bank and the G20 Common Platform. And we also have down here that the G20 Common Bridging Platform will act as a clearing center for cross-border transactions. The bridging platform will need to manage exchange rates. And I don't think that it actually continues over here, but we have with smaller down payments, collaborating banks will issue a special drawing rights on commodity that can be traded on the smart contract-based platform, which, by the way, when we think about this, right, SDRs tied right back to gold. I've talked about it recently. The G20 Common Bridging Platform and the proposed central bank-owned exchange application will provide all the necessary regulatory enforcement using smart contract technology. A standard interface to the mCBDC Bridge will be developed to integrate the regulator's requirements. Down here, these organizations can leverage the integrated retail CBDC as a basic service and provide more advanced services such as trade finance settlement based on the SDRC. Now, over here, building on top of this, we have illustration of the mCBDC Bridge platform that relies on commodity-based SDR using blockchain to connect country CBDCs. Ripple can maintain mCBDC liquidity pools with on-demand liquidity, and the Ripple CBDC platform based on the XRP ledger. Clear? And here we have the G20 mCBDC Bridge. This is the full breakdown with the SDRC. Again, CBDC wallet A, B, and C. Also over here, we have represents the wallet balance of the liquidity pool. This is mCBDC Bridge on Ripple's on-demand liquidity platform. Remember that this is with the BIS, with Swift, all those big players. Here we have a breakdown. The pilot project will run on Ripple's new CBDC product, the Ripple CBDC platform, using a new private ledger with XRP ledger technology and enhanced functionality, including offline transactions and non-smartphone use. And remember that XRP itself is still tapped in here. XRP is the bridge. No matter where those CBDCs are, really kind of created or issued out on, it all still needs a bridge. But what's crazier about all of this is with the BIS still. This is a mCBDC platform or a bridge platform. This is where things get very interesting. No matter what project mBridge is, right? We still need those mCBDCs to all be bridged through something like XRP. This is the key. And what's crazier about all of this is the number one thing that we are waiting for is regulations. All of these banks tied back to Ripple, everything tied back to Ripple. Over here, we have global banks are aligned and working on directions of regulators for faster payments. Check this out.
Let's start off with something simple. Just explain to us what the MPA will do and what its benefits are.
So, look, the MPA is a payment system in the UK. The UK was the first country to have a real-time payment solution. That was about 2008. It needed to be updated. There was a process that was run a number of years ago, about 8 years ago, with the regulators, where they identified a number of changes that need to be made to it to modernise it. And one of those things that the way in order to deliver that, they decided the best way to do that would be to effectively build a new system. So that's what it is. It's a part of the wider payment. It underpins the payments ecosystem in the UK.
So why is Pay.UK doing this now? And why is the MPA needed, would you say?
Well, the reason why we're doing it now is because the regulators have told us we have to. So that's the case for change, and it is the right thing to do. So, as I said, the faster payments, which is the name of the current real-time payment solution in the UK, is about 18 years old, or 15 to 18 years old. When it was, the world has changed. The world has changed. We've moved to ISO as a messaging standard. It doesn't support ISO. If you look at the growth in volumes, we need a faster solution. We need something that supports interoperability globally. So that's why it's happening now. Now is the right time to make the change, to create the system of the future.
And there you guys have it, the system of the future. And remember, all of these banks are already aligned. They're working with these regulators. That's why the regulators are slowing everything down. They are just waiting for the perfect moment to push everything. And what that is those standards, those regulations, everything, the banks to finish up building the back end infrastructure. Like, all of this is in progress right now. Focus on the names that have all the big banks tapped in. They're working with the big names. They're already working with the central banks. They're working with the organizations around the central banks like the BIS. That's Ripple. That's why we focus on how big of a picture this really is. While everyone's laughing, everyone's talking about the performance of XRP in the last couple of years, I'm focused more so on the performance of XRP in the coming years. I don't care about the past. I care about the future. And in my opinion, going off of everything that we know, the future is very bright for XRP. So with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on for more free content. You guys more than follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.